Good morning. Good morning. I'm off to a good start, 2 days in a row. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. As a lot of you know, I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. This Is It Network connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. I'm going to do my best to get into this 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock time period. It does look like it's sizing up to be about 10:30 every day that I'm getting on live, which I think I can deal with. I think works out. Which is going to inch me towards being live on Instagram and TikTok around the 11 o'clock hour. I'm doing my best to figure it all out, but my goal is to provide a morning message to all of you Monday through Friday. And this morning message is meant to provide you with some tips, some tricks, some techniques in order to build and elevate your personal brand, as well as find your voice so you can, of course, scream your dream. We want to make sure that you have all the tools that you need in order to be successful, to get closer to one day at a time to the things in which you need. So thank you so much for continuing to join me. Thank you so much for your patience. We always like to start with kind of a run of show of things that we've got going on. So we're super excited about our This Is It Network Live Women's Conference, our annual conference that is hosted in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It will be hosted on October 25th and 26th. You have the opportunity to register today. Those that are speaking at the conference have received their emails. I'm going to be sending more information out to all of you so you can have better understanding as to what's going on, what that run of show is. Friday is from 9 to 5, again, October 25th, and Saturday is a brunch. It's from 10 to 2. So we want you all to join us. Registration can be found within this post. Make sure that you click away. Reach out to me directly if you have any questions. We tend to host close to 200 women that are looking, again, to elevate their voice. This year, our theme is for you to build community and nurture relationships. So many of us are in a space where we constantly I'm meeting people. I'm addicted to conferences. I'm addicted to trade shows. I'll go to a networking event. Give me a happy hour. I love it. Let me pop into a Zoom, into a webinar. We meet so many people, but are we nurturing those relationships? We meet so many people. Are we following up and calling them back? That tends to be my biggest issue, right? Whether or not I am following up, whether or not I'm connecting again with the individuals that I met, that I loved, that I air kissed in some lobby, right? Who am I connecting with them again? Am I making sure that they have my information, that they are clear on who it is that I am, what it is that I want, and why it is that I deserve it? So I want us to think about that, not only today for today's morning message, which I'll get into, but also as it relates to the conference in October. So again, our This Is It Network Live Women's Conference is on October 25th and 26th from 9 p.m. What am I saying? 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then again on that Saturday, the 26th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So we hope that you can make it. Again, there's a link within the post. Please make sure that you sign up. Please make sure that you get in touch. Please. I'm so looking forward to connecting with all of you. It's always a good time. I grew up in Southern New Jersey. So Atlantic County, New Jersey is home for sure. And to go home every year, specifically for this conference, means a lot to me. We will be opening our studio in Southern New Jersey, not too far from where the conference is held, but definitely not too far from where it is that I reside. A little selfish as it relates to the location, but New Jersey is doing a lot as it relates to development of television and production. There's a lot going on in the Garden State as it relates to media. And so we want to be part of it. We want to be really at the helm of what media is happening on the East Coast. So we'll be opening our media center at the first of the year. So we're super excited about that. So stay tuned for more information on how you can get involved, how you can continue to support This Is It Network and our digital programming. I want to get into our morning message for today. And it says the right people. And I want us to think about how we are structuring our marketing, how we are structuring how we're talking in the campaigns that we are doing every day, how we woke up today saying, hey, I want more clients today than yesterday. I want more people to know about me today than yesterday. I want to make sure that I build my community more today than yesterday. And I want us to think about what that means in the realm of things. I want us to think about, are we focusing on the right people? or are we just focusing on people in general, right? Are we just focusing on everybody and trying to do our best to be able to appease and, really take care of everybody? Or are we focusing on the right people in the right rooms? I want to make sure that you're doing that, because I often truly believe that the majority of people are doing the right thing, but in the wrong rooms. They're not taking the necessary time to find the right people, and they're getting discouraged because all of the wrong people are not interested in their product or service, or they feel like they're yelling into a void or into the wind and not getting anything in return. But most likely that's because you're not talking to the right people. You're not talking to the people that need you, that are looking for you, that are thirsty for what it is in which you can quench. And what I want us to think about strategically is that, am I speaking to a specific group of people, or am I just speaking to whoever finds me on the World Wide Web? Am I honing in on organizations and groups and industry? Am I having real conversations with people that are like-minded to be able to get closer to what it is that I want? Do the people in the room that I'm in understand, and are they fluent in the jargon that I am sharing? Or are you constantly going to events and auditioning in front of people who do not get you, who do not see you, who do not understand you? I think a lot of us do that. A lot of us tiptoe around and dance for individuals that would never buy our products or services in the first place. They find what we are doing irrelevant. They are not part of our target market, though we are constantly going to them, constantly going and auditioning in front of the wrong people. So today, in today's morning message, I challenge you to find the right people. I challenge you to relook at your plan, and is it truly targeted? Are you targeting people? Meaning, are you really clear on who's using your product or service? Have you created personas in your mind? Have you jotted them down? Have you given them socioeconomics, demographics? Have you looked at who it is that you want to talk to? And then have you evaluated, are you in those rooms? So many of us are spending so much time in rooms that do not serve us, spending so much time in places that don't get us to where it is we need to be. This is just the gut check of that. This is just for you to look around and say, if my demographic, me in particular, our demographic at This Is It Network are women between the ages of 30 and 55. So we are in believe me, I'm a part of every women's group you could possibly ever imagine. Every women's group that will take $19.95 a month, I have signed up for, because I know where my women are. I know where women who are grossly ambitious, who are looking for like-minded folks, that are looking for inspiration and motivation, I know where they live, and I'm going to them. I'm not fighting in spaces that I, go deaf to the crowd. I'm not yelling into an abyss. I'm screaming with intention, because I know who our people are at This Is It Network. And it's a wonderful thing to be able to explore it, to understand it. And it might not be something that you have right away through testing and focus groups and market shares and understanding, who's really loving what it is that you have to offer. It might take time. And who you assumed was your target market may not be your target market at the end of this exercise. But I think your businesses deserve, your skill set deserves you to pay attention to who you're talking to. Pay attention to who you want to be not only part of your community, but part of your client base. And I want you to question whether or not you are going to them. How much time you spend dwelling on people who will never pay attention to you, who will never find it of any interest in what it is that you are doing. Are you really reorganizing yourself, your mind, your business to cater to people who will never purchase from you at all? Versus really honing in on individuals who truly care about what you have to offer. I want you to think about it, because we often don't give ourselves a breath, number one. And when we do take that breath, it's usually to pass out and sleep. But I want you to take this breath to think about, am I talking to the right people? Are the people that I'm paying attention to, are they even interested in what it is that I have going on? And if there is an ideal target market, where can I find those people? Where can I find the right people for what it is that I offer? I know for a fact that I am fluent in different rooms. Different people, the right people, hear and see me differently. They understand what I am saying, and they are clear on what it is that I have to offer. And there is nothing like being in those rooms. And when I am not in those rooms, I understand it. I feel it. And believe me, I am you, always am you. And when I begin to tailor these morning messages, they're always coming from a place of me understanding that I am equally on the other side of this lens. That I, for years, was auditioning to people who would never ever care about what I've got going on. They would scratch their temple and tell me to reconfigure what it is that I was doing because they were not comfortable with it. But the moment that I found the right room, the moment that I found the individuals that hear and see me clearly, everything changed. Everything changed. It was like a light switch, the small little device that lights up a whole entire room, a small little change, focusing on your target market, focusing on the individuals that make sense to you, focusing on individuals that hear and see you clearly. That changes everything. Everything. The way I stand in that room feels different. The tone of my voice feels different. The eyes in which I'm looking directly at understand what I am saying, and therefore I feel comfortable in my stance. It's different. When you are speaking to the right people, it is different. The nervousness may still be there naturally, and we get nervous because we care. But we're not conflicted. We're not feeling as if we're not moving in the right direction. And I want there to be a situation where we can figure it out. I want there to be a situation where we can figure it out and we can make it work truly. And I want to be able to help you in that way. I want to be able to make sure that you are focusing on the right people and doing the right things and being clear on what that looks like. And so what I want us all to think about and what I want us all to do is to better be able to determine what that means and better be able to determine who that target market is. Who are you supposed to be talking to? Who are the individuals in your life that make the most sense for you? Because so often we spend so much time begging to be in rooms, begging to stay in rooms that no longer serve us, that we were never supposed to be in the first place, that determine who we are when we should be somewhere else. And that is a beautiful thing to come to realize. Oh my gosh, what am I doing in here? And one room over could change your life. One different Zoom, webinar, space, meeting, organization could change the way you perceive yourself and that you are perceived in the world of business. So I want you to think about it today. Are you talking to the right people? Are you talking to the right people about who it is you are, what it is you want, and why you deserve it? Today's morning message is simple, even though most of them are, let's be quite honest. But oftentimes we get, overwhelmed by what it is that we're creating, and we don't focus on who we are creating it for. And because we are not focused on who we are creating it for, we're constantly in this state of disappointment. We're constantly in this state where it doesn't work, it doesn't make sense, and it isn't right. And what I want us to do is I want us to change that. I want us to be able to change what we've got going on so we can feel good about it, so we can be clear on it. So all the things that we've got, all the things that we've got cooking, all the things that we've got going really, truly makes a ton of sense. That you are speaking to the right people in the right rooms and your voice isn't going unheard or misunderstood because everything you are saying resonates with the right people in the right rooms. Us at This Is It Network, that's what we're about. We're about making sure that you're in the right rooms, that you're talking to the right people, that you're ensuring that everything that you are sharing, the products and services in which you are providing, they get promoted to the right people to encourage you to do the right things. So I want you to question that today. Are you talking to the right people about what it is that you've got going on? Are you ensuring that the right people have the information that they need about you in order to make a proper decision? Are you allowing for your best foot to step forward as you use industry jargon? Are you understood? And there's nothing more powerful than being understood. So I want us to really begin to think about it. I want us to really begin to look at, are we talking to the right people as we build our brands, as we build our campaigns? Am I really sizing this up to be in the right room, talking to the right people and getting them to understand me clearly? And if that's the case, my friends, if that's what we are doing, then my darlings, we are moving in the right direction. I want to make sure that if you need a room, we got one on August 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern. We will be hosting our next community meetup. We hope that you can join us. A link is found within the post. If you'd like to RSVP, you'd like to join us on, again, August 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern, please just RSVP to the link within the post. We'd love, love, love for you to join us at our next community meetup. It's only an hour of time in which you can bring your needs or your screams and get closer to what it is that you want. Excited for you to join us on that. If you need me for any personal branding advice or guidance, I would love to work with you one-on-one. A link to be able to do so can equally be found within the post. We want to make sure that you have all the resources you need in order to no longer whisper your wishes, but to in fact scream your dream. Again, today's morning message is to find the right people in the right rooms so you can be seen and heard clearly. My goal is for all of you to connect with us if you need us. Log on to thisisItTV.com for more information, or follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. The right people are waiting for you. They need what it is you have to offer. The goal is for you to not whisper your wishes, but to always scream your dream. We'll see you next time for another morning message. Take care.